presented instead to Nathaniel Mycroft. Now, Nano is heavily involved in Special Olympics. While Nano has won over 20 medals in his competitions, he's more widely known as the friendly face who's always looking to give out a high five. Drew's action impacted not only Nano, but every person at Legends Field that night. Moments like these, more than any awards or accolades, define our legacy that we leave here at Glacier. We certainly have also established a strong academic foundation. 18 graduates have held a 4.0 for all 8 semesters, 30 have earned advanced placement merit distinction, and 11 students have received national recognition for their academic achievements. 3 were named National Merit Finalists, and 1 was also a nominee for the U.S. Presidential Scholarship from the Department of Education. 15 graduates were also offered the prestigious Montana University System Honor Scholarship. Equally important, over the past 2 school years, our class volunteered 1,859 hours in our community through National Honor Society. We have expanded our adoptive family and giving tree donations to support those in need with hundreds of gifts each year. In the years to come, these foundations will benefit both us and those following. A legacy can easily be forgotten if future students do not carry it on. We've had the opportunity to empower 3 other classes. It is my hope that the examples we have set in our academics, participation in extracurriculars, and care for others will be used as building blocks for future generations of students to continue what we have started, making GHS even better than before. Throughout this ceremony, you've heard about the impressive achievements of our class. While it is important to leave an impact on the future students of GHS, it's not sufficient to leave our accomplishments in high school. For our legacy to have true meaning, we have to take the foundation that was created over the last 4 years and continue to build upon it. Many of you will be starting or continuing your career right here in Kalispell. Some have chosen to serve in the armed forces. College-bound graduates will be attending universities everywhere from Kalispell to Nashville, Chicago to Paris. Whatever route you plan to take after graduation, strive to carry on the legacy of the class of 2018. Continue to reach out to those in your community who might otherwise fall through the cracks. Continue to fill gaps of need with service. Find your place in the world, and from that vantage point, make our world a better place. Thank you.
Thank you, Harrison, for presenting the Class of 2018 legacy.
Senior Caden Harkins will be joining us on stage to lead the creed of the pack. Caden has held many leadership roles, earning multiple varsity letters in football, volleyball, and track. Caden also played a pivotal role on the 2017 Boys Championship basketball team, which also earned him the title of Honorable Mention. Caden's academic leadership is also present in the classroom. He is a member of National Honor Society, Student Council, and is a student mentor. Caden plans to major in mathematical science while minoring in business at Montana Tech. Please help me in welcoming Caden Harkins.
Throughout high school, we have learned many life lessons about character, leadership, and perseverance. These lessons were not necessarily taught in the classroom, but through our own interactions and experiences. The Creed of the Pack has been our guiding philosophy at Glacier High School. It is the principle that we have used to inspire us to give 100% effort in everything we do. It also speaks to our grit and persistence. The senior class would like to share our creed with the community. Olivia, if you could do the honors of starting the Creed of the Pack.
The pack is always protecting,
is not boastful in times of success, and perseveres through times of hardship.
Is not easily angered or intimidated.
Is courteous, unselfish, and not envious of others.
never leaves anyone behind, thus is trustworthy and full of love.
Is disciplined and always performs the mundanities of excellence.
Is patient because it knows it must endure trials and tribulations.
Most of all, the pack is proud.
We are champions because we do all things required of champions.
This is our creed, and it is who we are.
The students that recited the Creed of the Pack represent the collective gifts in the class of 2018, and there certainly has been no shortage of gifts.
It is because Glacier stressed these core values that all students in this class were given the opportunity to succeed. Seniors, no matter where you are headed in life, we urge you to take these values with you so you may excel in your own ambitions. Eli and I would now like to invite Mrs. Langer back to the stage to certify the class of 2018.
As principal, I certify that the 293 seniors who are about to receive their diplomas have met all Kalispell School District and State of Montana graduation requirements. Congratulations, seniors.
School Board Chair Lance Isaac will now accept the class of 2018 for graduation.
So there are very few opportunities to publicly celebrate milestones in our life's journey. And this milestone of meeting the educational standards to reach high school graduation was set before you as a foundation to build from. From what it sounds like, you have met and exceeded the state and district graduation requirements, and you can be proud of those accomplishments. But I'd say also that your parents, your family, and your community are also very, very proud of you. Graduation is not to be just an end goal, but the education you receive has prepared you for the start of the next leg of your journey as you go forth into the workforce, going on to continuing education through a trade school or college. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I accept the graduating class of 2018, congratulate you all, and wish you the best of luck on your life's journey.
Please welcome Senior Annie Hill to the podium as she delivers the class of 2018 gratitude speech. Annie has encountered much success throughout her high school career at Glacier. She earned 8 state championship titles in cross country and track, then a podium finisher 22 times while holding multiple school records as well as the Montana state record for the 3-mile. Annie has been named Montana Gatorade Player of the Year twice in her high school career. She has also achieved much success through academics, earning herself advanced placement, merit, and International Language Academy distinctions. Annie will be running cross country and track while majoring in integrative physiology at the University of Colorado. Please welcome Annie Hill to the podium.
Good morning. I would like to start by saying thank you to everyone for showing this special day with us. As I considered the idea of speaking to my classmates today, I wondered what I could offer. I'm not a gifted speaker like many of my classmates, and I'm not necessarily wise for my years either. And while I don't feel worthy of being in front of you, I am honored to speak to you today. You may not know this about me, but I enjoy running on occasion. Perfect, because running is also a great metaphor for life. If you would bear with me as I share 4 lessons that I have learned through running and how these have shaped who I am today. My hope is that you may also carry these lessons with you in your next adventure. Lesson 1, you have to be able to walk before you can run. When I was 11, my dad signed our whole family up for the Boogie to the Bank in Columbia Falls. Now, at age 11, I did not think that fun and run should go together. But my dad insisted this run would be easy. It was mostly downhill. He lied. It was a beautiful summer day in late July 2011, and we were bussed out to the start 3.1 miles away on the North Fork Road. We stood in the cool morning air and waited for the gun to start the race, nervous with anticipation, a feeling that I am now very familiar with. This was the first time that I'd ever run a race, and as I recall, I led the entire field for the first 200 yards, leaving my dad, who was running with me that day, in the dust. About a quarter mile in, I guess you could say I hit the wall. My dad was soon right there with me, and he would run and walk the rest of the race by my side. By mile 2, I was pretty miserable. It was hot, my legs were tired, and I didn't think I could make it to the finish line. Things continued to digress, and soon I stopped running, started crying, and walked. My dad was understanding, and he reassured me that I was doing great for my first race and that I would definitely make it to the finish line. We were almost there. We've all had pivotal experiences realizing our full potential where we simply had to walk before we could run. We have to start somewhere, most often needing to struggle with something before we can experience success. Every one of us can relate. Millie, the first time you set foot on stage as a little girl. Keegan and Joe, when you decided to join the cross-country team. Kenna, when you first picked up a violin. Hunter, when you gave triple jump a shot. Isabel, when you decided to join the speech team. Whether I think about my first experience with running or the many other challenges that I've had so far, I am thankful for the opportunities I had to walk before I was able to run. Lesson 2, we will fall, but we need the courage to rise up again. Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." If you follow local sports, you may know a little bit about my running. My sophomore year, I had quite a run of successes. I won every race in Montana. At the state cross-country meet, I set an all-class state record in the 3-mile. I went on to the Nike Cross West Regional against some of the top talent in the West and won that race. I then went to California to run the Foot Locker West Regional, and I won that race. Going into the National Cross-Country Championships, I was undefeated, ranked 3rd in the nation, and was considered by some to be a favorite to win the race and a national championship. My parents and grandpa came to watch me, and even Mrs. Langer and her husband Mike flew down to San Diego to cheer me on. It was supposed to be a great race. Instead, I finished 22nd and ran my slowest race of the year. Many have asked me what happened in that race. Did I start too fast? Was I overtrained? Was I injured? Was it too much pressure? And to be honest, I'm not exactly sure what happened in that race or why I ran as poorly as I did. What I do know is in that moment, it felt like the hardest thing that I'd ever experienced. I felt embarrassed, I felt humiliated, and I felt as though I had let people down and I hadn't lived up to my own expectations. There was little anyone could do to comfort me at that point. However, the people who I needed most rallied around me and loved me just the same. They told me that no race, good or bad, would ever define who I am or who I'm going to be. In the season that followed, I definitely experienced more disappointing races. In truth, I've probably lost a lot more races than I've won. I've learned that in life there is value in failure. We will fall sometimes, but the courage to rise up again is what counts. Lesson 3, be grateful to those who love, guide, support, and contribute to our success. I have been corresponding with my future college coach, Mark Wetmore. He concluded one of his recent emails by saying, "Be grateful to everyone who has helped or supported you." I think his words are important and wise. Gratitude requires humility and the realization that others contribute to your growth. While I've experienced many ups and downs in running, far and away I feel fortunate to have had many successes. Success did not just happen because of me. I think it actually came in spite of me. In fact, I should probably get the least credit for my successes. I'm pretty sure that if I had been left to my own devices, I'd be back there at the Boogie to the Bank race crying on the side of the road. When I consider who has contributed to my success in running and life, I come up with a team of people who all have made significant contributions. This list is very long. I wouldn't be what I am today without other people. Although yours may look a little bit different than mine, we all have a team of supportive people around us. Families who love and support us unconditionally, making sure that all our needs are met. Family members who hold us accountable to being our best. Flexible teachers who are understanding, who bend over backwards to help us succeed in their classes. teachers who challenge us, reach out, and encourage us in all areas of our lives, coaches and advisors who genuinely care about our growth and success, giving their own time to come in early and stay late, coaches who inspire and advocate for us, grandparents who are unwaveringly supportive, encouraging, and present, teammates who are always by our side, cheering us on and supporting us through the highs and lows, friends who laugh with us, encourage us, and bring out the best in us. There are many others. This year, Glacier High School is continuing a centuries-old tradition known as the Soul of Gratitude, in which we express our deepest gratitude by honoring one significant person in our lives who has supported us and contributed greatly to our success by giving them our stole as a symbol of thanks. My hope is that we will leave here today honoring these individuals not only with the stole that is around our necks, but in the way we choose to live the rest of our lives. It is those who love, encourage, and support us that we should give credit for our successes. Be grateful. Lesson 4. The finish line is not the final destination. At the Boogie to the Bank, as my dad and I walked around the final turn onto Nucleus Avenue, we could see the big blow-up arch, and my dad suggested that I run and finish the race as strongly as I started. I took off running as hard as I could, crossing the line in 25:11, just edging out my dad by 0.6 seconds. But that finish line was only the beginning of my journey. So today, we are here because we have reached a very important finish line, but there is much more to come. For most of us, life is kind of like a fun run. It has ups and downs, it twists and turns. At moments, it's exhilarating, and at other times, it can be terribly difficult. Be grateful to everyone in this room who has helped us get to this point, but remember that the finish line is not the final destination. Thank you.
Thank you, Annie, for sharing your 4 lessons learned through running. Good luck in the future, and don't forget to run happy. And now it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Young to the stage as he presents the Academy of Distinctions in Engineering, Fine Arts, International Language, Social Sciences, Business, and Agriculture. Mr. Young teaches biology and anatomy and is rarely seen without a smile and a story of a recent encounter with birds. He has been teaching at Glacier since the school first opened. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Young.
The Engineering Academy distinction acknowledges graduating seniors that complete an educational plan emphasizing focused study in the area of engineering, in addition to other rigorous requirements. We have 17 students being recognized for this distinction. Would the 17 Engineering Academy students wearing the purple cord please stand to be recognized? The Fine Arts Band Academy distinction acknowledges graduating seniors that complete an educational plan emphasizing focused study in the area of band in addition to other rigorous requirements. We have 9 students that are being recognized for this distinction. Would the 9 Fine Arts Band Academy students wearing the royal blue cord please stand to be recognized? The Fine Arts Choir Academy distinction acknowledges graduating seniors that complete an educational plan emphasizing focused study in the area of choir in addition to other rigorous requirements. We have 9 students that are being recognized for this distinction. Would the 9 Fine Arts Choir Academy students wearing the royal blue cord please stand to be recognized? The Visual Arts Academy distinction acknowledges graduating seniors that complete an educational plan emphasizing focused study in the area of visual arts in addition to other rigorous requirements. We have 12 students that are being recognized for this distinction. Would the 12 Visual Arts Academy students wearing the royal blue cord please stand to be recognized? The International Language Academy distinction acknowledges graduating seniors that complete an educational plan emphasizing focused study in an international language in addition to other rigorous requirements. We have 22 students that are being recognized for this distinction. Would the 22 International Language Academy students wearing the light blue cord please stand to be recognized? The Social Science Academy distinction acknowledges graduating seniors that complete an educational plan emphasizing focused study in social science in addition to other rigorous requirements. We have 8 students that are being recognized for this distinction. Would the 8 Social Science Academy students wearing the red, white, and blue cord please stand to be recognized? The Business Academy distinction acknowledges graduating seniors that complete an educational plan emphasizing focused study in the area of business in addition to other rigorous requirements. We have 4 students that are being recognized for this distinction. Would the 4 Business Academy students wearing the teal cord please stand to be recognized? The Agriculture Academy distinction acknowledges graduating seniors that complete an educational plan emphasizing focused study in the area of agriculture in addition to other rigorous requirements. We have 6 students that are being recognized for this distinction. Would the 6 Agriculture Academy students wearing the burgundy cord please stand to be recognized?
And now, it is my pleasure to welcome Mrs. Hobbs to the stage as she presents the cum laude, magna cum laude, maxima cum laude, and summa cum laude students. Mrs. Hobbs has been a teacher at Glacier High School for 11 years and is the department leader for the business department, as well as the Business Professionals of America advisor. She graduated cum laude from Weber State University and holds a master's degree from the University of Montana. Please welcome Mrs. Hobbs as she presents these prestigious academic acknowledgments.
Thank you, Jenna. 35 Glacier students are being honored today as cum laude distinction students. Those students wearing the white cords earned a cumulative GPA of 3.50 to 3.74 for 8 semesters. Would the 35 cum laude distinction students please stand to be recognized? Students wearing the silver cord earned a cumulative GPA of 3.75 to 3.99 for 8 semesters. 49 students are being honored today for this academic milestone. Would the 49 magna cum laude distinction students please stand to be recognized? Students wearing the cardinal cord are junior graduates that earned a cumulative GPA of 4.0 for their 6 semesters, or senior semester 1 graduates that earned a cumulative GPA of 4.0 for their 7 semesters. 2 students are being honored today for this academic milestone. Would the 2 maxima cum laude distinction students please stand to be recognized? The phrase summa cum laude translates to with highest praise. We are honoring 18 seniors that have an accumulative GPA of 4.0 for 8 semesters. Perfect marks for 4 years. With the 18 students wearing the green summa cum laude distinction cord, please stand to be recognized.
And now, it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Avery to the stage as he presents the Merit Distinction students. Mr. Avery has been a counselor at Glacier for 11 years. Aside from counseling, Mr. Avery can be spotted on the court coaching the freshman boys basketball team or in the classroom coordinating one of many advanced placement exams. Mr. Avery truly loves supporting students as they make college decisions, apply for scholarships, participate in athletics, and last but not least, graduate. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Avery.
Glacier High School takes great pride in offering a wide variety of advanced placement courses. Students taking part in these rigorous and academically challenging college-level courses must show the traits of commitment, perseverance, initiative, and integrity. We would like to acknowledge 30 Glacier scholars that successfully completed a plan of study that included at least 6 advanced placement courses. It is interesting to note that 11 of the Merit Distinction students also earned perfect grades. With the 30 students wearing the gold Merit Distinction cord, please stand to be recognized. We are very proud of the academic accomplishments in the class of 2018. I would like to have all Academy and academic distinction students recognized one more time. Would all the seniors wearing a colored cord please stand? Thank you again to the class of 2018 for your outstanding academic achievements.
Thank you, Mr. Young, Mrs. Hobbs, and Mr. Avery for your great contributions to our Glacier community. That wasn't in the script, I promise. Your leadership is greatly appreciated. We would like to welcome the Glacier Echoes to the performers platform. The Glacier Echoes was formed in the winter of 2007 by a motivated group of students who met before school several days a week. The Echoes became part of the choral music curriculum in the fall of 2008. Directed by Mrs. Sandy Sauer, this talented group consistently earned superior ratings at the district and state music festivals. Additionally, 7 out of the 11 students have participated in Montana's All-State Choir, while 6 out of the 11 students were selected to sing in the All-Northwest Choir. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Glacier Echoes as they perform The Verge.
I see my whole life ahead of me.
you again to the Glacier Echoes and Mrs. Sauer for sharing the gift of music.
Thank you, Echoes. We wish the best for you. I would like to introduce our graduation readers for today's ceremony, Ivana Fritz and Grady Bennett. Ivana Fritz is chair of our English department and Wolfpack Theater Company director. She has contributed to well over 130 theater productions. She is an extraordinary debate coach and has coached over 30 state champions as well as a national champion, and was awarded the Assistant Speech and Debate Coach of the Year honor. Her commitment to students is immediately felt. Her passion for theater, speech, and English has served as an inspiration to hundreds of students who have had the opportunity to call her a teacher, coach, or friend, much as I have.
Grady Bennett has been teaching business for 27 years and is a founding member of Glacier High School. He is also the head coach of our football team, leading the program to 3 championship games and 1 championship in only 11 years of Glacier's existence. He plays a key role in our leadership programs at GHS and was recently selected by Varsity Brands as the most spirited coach in the nation for his work on character building within the football program in our school. Please welcome Grady Bennett and Ivana Fritz to the stage.
Will the students please start to come forward? Megan Nicole Hopkins. Hope Lynn Shook. Nathaniel Alexander Mycroft.
Catherine Nicole Ames. Daniel Hunter Amon. Elise Elizabeth Anderson.
Brendan John Anderson.
Trinity Sky Anglin.
Jordan Anthony Aris Phillips.
Madison Marie Arland.
Olivia Lynn Atley.
Braden Jack Orick.
April Victoria Baines.
Dakota Lee Baker.
Oriana Keely Barber Castro.
Reed Alexandra Barkas.
Emma Ione Bauman.
Bailey Lynn Bosca.
Kenna Louise Bemis.
Alicia Marie Bernhardt.
Amanda Ann Bicknell.
Wyatt J. Blake.
Sierra Dawn Blum.
Elijah Matthew Boyd.
Erica Elizabeth Bragg.
Logan Lee Bray.
Jared Michael Brendan.
Nicholas Lee Brester.
Benjamin David Bridwell.
Alyssa Ryan Britton.
Benjamin Davis Bruce.
Brittany Jo Brucher.
Catalia Natea Burnham.
Jordan Scott Burrow.
Haley Bryn Cahoon.
Ryan Alexander Call.
Brianna Camp.
Madison Tenney Carden.
Emily Brianne Carmichael.
Adam Benjamin Cazell.
Ivy Rose Chaman.
Abigail Leanne Chipley.
Alexis Marie Christensen. Gabrielle Alexis Coder.
Morgan William Cordell.
Bradley Wayne Corson.
Thomas Paul Lewis Cressy.
Lindsay Marie Creighton.
Chandler Rylan Courier.
Kylie Alyssa Ann Deanna.
Lance Christopher Danick.
Nathaniel Henry Davison.
Maxwell Thomas DeBuff.
Genia Al DeFort.
James Alexander Dittman.
Michaela Lynn Dixon.
Alden Liam Drew.
James Anthony Durham.
Eric Dwight Eberhardt.
Dominic Alexander Edmonds.
Zachary Dennis Edwards.
Adam Sheriff Ellerick.
Elise Monique Enders.
Danielle Ray Enger.
Millie Ann Espacet.
Mark Charles Estes.
Skylar Lawrence Farnes.
Michael Adam Favreau.
Eliza Skylar Finley.
Lane William Fletcher.
Taylor Ridge Fortin.
Toriana Brooklyn Fromm.
Johann Andrew Freudenberg.
Clayton Kevin Thomas Fryer.
Sage Daniel Anton Frischkorn.
Aiden Michael Fritz.
Kaylee Lynn Galbraith.
Tanner Ray Galloway.
Tristan Justin Gifford.
Andrew Michael Glynn.
Nikolai Warren Golinsky.
Jesse Allen Good.
Audrey Elizabeth Goodwin.
Dylan Lee Goss Gross.
Andrew James Grandy.
Jaron Mark Graziano.
Nicholas William Hanna.
Kaden David Harkins.
Lauren Abigail Harmon.
Cody Dana Hartsock.
Madison Ray Hastings.
Andrew Stephen Hayes.
Beverly Joe Hayes.
Connor Rivala Heil.
Easton Scott Henderson.
Jaden Tamara Hernandez.
Auburn Adele Hersey.
Lana Ann.
Annie Marcel Hill.
Garrett Adam Hill.
Logan McKay Hill.
Haley Joe Holcomb.
Meg Elizabeth Hornby.
Jake Ray Hunt.
Robert Thomas Hurley.
Carrie Ann Renee Inabnet.
Skylar Ray Eitherby.
Hannah Lynn Iverson.
Mark Charles James.
Cody Tyler Jarvis.
Sarah Rose Jeske.
Baylor Robert Cheney Johnson.
McKenna Nicole Johnson.
Natasha Corinne Johnson.
Seth Michael Johnson.
Brandon Wade Jordan.
Caden Parker Jort.
Tyler Cole Judd.
Colin Mackay Casimir.
Taylor Ellen Keller.
Tyler Clayton Keller.
John Alexander Kelly.
Madison Monroe Kenfield.
Daniel Yaroslavovich Koma.
Mia Iris Kinsler.
Samantha A. Ann Kleist.
Elizabeth Delaney Kleeman.
Mariana Rose Cleanse.
Connor John Knifley DeRue.
Matthew Gabriel Kanupke.
Taylor Renee Kramer.
Joshua Brian Kramer.
Blaine Edward Crona.
Coric Allen Cool.
Ethan Michael Larson.
Matthew Walter Lesmeyer.
Lennon Nicole Lewis.
Amy Jacqueline Limberis.
Jordan Ray Lowry.
Garrett Anthony Lucas.
John Paul Luff.
Cheyenne Lynette Tackett Luchenbiel.
Isabel Jean Nicole Lyon.
Keegan Robert Mackenstadt.
Samuel Reed Mann.
Dawson William Massey.
Harley Vendella May.
Nathan Paul Mayhack.
Bennett Sather McChesney.
Elizabeth Ellen McCorkle.
Jenna Grace McCrory.
Lindsay Lene McDonald.
Kedron Drake McKeldry.
Jessica Morgan McGilvery.
Magdalene Schroeder McGraw.
Annalise Veronica McGuire Fender.
Tori Catherine McIntyre.
Marie Frances McMahon.
Raylan May Michaels.
Meredith Grace Neely.
Kaylee Danielle Miller.
Brooke Allison Mills.
Trey William Mitchell.
Ashley Ann Montini.
Raquel Nadine Morgo Ream.
Kaisha Ann Morris.
Caitlin Jean Morrison.
Kyle William Mulcahy.
Shelby Michelle Murillo.
Cade Thomas Nargang.
Emily Rose Naomi.
Trey Joseph Henry Neither.
Abby Michelle Nelson.
Elisa Lynn Nelson.
Michael Jeffrey Nemus.
Jordan Alexis Morgan Newman.
Hunter Ryan Nicholson.
Megan Rose Newman.
Kiori Covette Janae Nickerson.
Jillian Marie Mitchell.
Samantha Mary Nooner. Kirk Victor Oya.
Trevor Scott Olson.
Michael James Osborne.
Elizabeth Shelby Osborne.
Kayla Marie Oswald.
Jordan Paul Owens.
Kathleen Elizabeth Paulson.
Brady Joseph Piper.
Jackson Warren Pepe.
Jessica Marie Peterson.
Nathaniel Corey Pilch.
Eric James Pino.
Cordell Reed Pisk.
Brigham McCord Pitts.
William Lewis Pollock.
Carter Jess Pollock.
Breck Daniel Rademacher.
Dakota Edward Ratliff.
Hunter J. Rothy.
Micah John Reason.
Deanna Lynn Reinhardt.
Dorothy Ann Reese.
Brianna Love Rendina.
Harrison Shaw Rennie.
Bailey Rosalind Rhodes. Philip Adkins Rhodes.
Bridger Allen Riggles.
Julia Janine Rodriguez.
Sarah Lynn Rogozinski.
Abigail Whitney Roston.
Raphael Thomas Russell.
Matthew Clark Rutherford.
Angelo Evander Saban.
Briley Ray Samples.
Luke Van Mil Sandry.
Casey Marie Sands.
Ethan Thomas Sapp.
Sean Oliver Savage.
Adrian Francis Schnee.
Anna Marie Schrady.
Brady Dylan Lovell Schultz.
Austin Noel Scott.
Tara Catherine Seeger.
Avery Blair Seafeld.
Jameson Scott Seymour.
John Walter Sheldon.
Nicholas Allen Sheldon.
Jade Jennifer Sherman.
Keegan John Siebenaller.
Caitlin Ray Smiggy.
Jacqueline Day Smith.
Jaden Michael Smith.
Logan Pope Smith.
Wyatt Porter Smith.
Samantha Leslie Snook.
Jonathan James Sorensen.
Amaya Saren Elizabeth Spillis.
Aaron Philip Stainert.
Joseph Christopher Steele.
Claire Marie Faye Stefanitz.
Ellen McCall Stevens.
Jake Thomas Bryan Stevens.
Joel Thomas Stewart.
Jimmy Ray Stockton.
Zachary Cooper Stotts.
Trevor William Stroh.
Aspen Ray Sullivan.
Ryan Thomas Sims.
Rohit Reddy Tapeta.
Anna Mae Taylor.
Aaliyah Rose Tom.
Isabel Ryan Thomas.
Oni Andrew Tianhara.
Kristen Jade Torren.
Tyrell Wade Torren.
Madeo Nathaniel Thomas Towns.
Thomas Nathaniel Tracy.
Elizabeth Lynn Tripp.
Sarah Elizabeth Tripp.
Petronella Lee Tripp.
Emma Marie Trunkle.
Christian Alexander Leonard Tucker.
Abriana Emily Turner.
Andrew Irvin Turner.
Garrett Brian Tutbeck.
Alexander Ray Underwood.
Emmett James Van Allen.
Joseph Dominic Vandenbos.
Lynette Catherine Vogel.
Kyle Allen Ward.
Hunter Jordan Watrud.
Alec Jeffrey Weller.
Sierra Michelle Wells.
Kyle Alexander Wenham.
Molly Marie Work.
Robert Thomas West.
Alexander Hunter Whitman.
Dawson Elliott Wheeler.
Nicholas Matthew Whitman.
Dakota Moore Williams.
Katie Christine Williams.
Ryan Christopher Williams.
Delaney LaRue Wilson.
Philip Lane Wilson.
Jaden Allen John Weppel.
Trevor Cole Woodward.
Versavia Alex Yablonskaya.
Let's hear it one more time for the class of 2018. We would like to welcome senior Matt Knupke to the stage.
Matt Knupke is a distinguished member of our senior class. He is the founder and president of our local Kalispell Rotary Interact Club and is being honored with Advanced Placement Merit and Magna Cum Laude distinction today. Among his other accomplishments, he is a 2018 state speech and debate champion and memorized public address. Although his other accomplishments are impressive to say the least, he is most proud of his 139 Fortnite wins and his status as a reigning champion of the school's annual lip sync competition.
Please welcome Matt Knupke.
Good morning, parents, friends, community members, and the class of 2018. You know, as I was writing this speech, I was looking for inspiration. I was looking for something funny, something full of action and drama, even a little romance. And I can say I got that. I was writing a pretty good speech. But then I reflected on the words Mrs. Langer said to me many times over the last 4 years. Mostly any time I was about to perform or represent my school in any way. She would look into my eyes, into the deep confines of my soul and say, whatever you do, don't get me in trouble. So we scratched that speech and here we are. Mrs. Langer, I promise I won't get you in trouble. Malcolm Gladwell stated it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert at something. In theory, we spent roughly 28,800 hours inside of Glacier High School. That means we spent roughly 18,800 hours of overtime in that building, which means, I don't really know what that means, but that's a lot of hours. Hours of learning, hours of memories, hours of lunchtime. We watched the Gangnam Style become the Nene, the Death of Vine, and we won our fair share of crosstown games. Through the books, the classes, the dances, and subsequent grinding manifestos, we have acquired a great bit of knowledge and advice, but I feel as if we haven't heard the most important pieces, which I will offer to you now. Number one, They say you become similar to the 5 people you hang out with most. In the coming years, surround yourself with people who support your dreams and your lifestyle. People who will be cheering you on as you go through the day-to-day existence. Number 2, I have a lovely 1999 Ford Explorer. Sorry to all the Chevy fans out there. I have put a considerable amount of time and effort into this vehicle, but in the end, it's paid off. I found it to be a very rewarding, maturing experience. The hidden piece of advice here is that most people don't recognize opportunity because it shows up in overalls looking like work. And listen closely, because opportunity is a knocking. I hope you're keeping track of all the cliches I use here. I think there's a certain quota I have to reach in order for this to qualify as a commencement address. Number 3, I have insomnia. It's not the piece of advice, though, we'll get there. I'm also really good at overanalyzing like everything. Case in point, seemingly the two have worked in synchronicity within the last several weeks. In my sleepless years at Glacier High School, I have found that the little things that each of my fellow students have done, like hold the door open or say good morning, have made my days easier to get through and have inspired me to be the best possible individual I can be. Keep doing the little things, because they often have a greater impact on those around you than you might think. Number 4, 9 out of 10 people think they're above average, which means 1 out of 10 of us are actually humble. Moving on, number 5. Don't let anyone take away your voice. So often we feel the need to be silenced, but we came into this world screaming. Don't let your voice just be a faceless comment on social media. Actually show up and let your heart speak. And do not go gentle into the good night. My final piece of advice also comes from Mrs. Langer, but it requires a bit of backstory first. May of my junior year, I decided to get a haircut. I waited over an hour in line for this haircut, so naturally I was expecting something phenomenal. All I got in reality was my eyebrows chopped off. It's not funny. Many of you remember this dark time. Side note, my GoFundMe is still up, so if any of you guys would like to donate, I could use a lot of money for college right now. The next day at school, I was complaining to some of the administrators about my lack of eyebrows, and amidst my complaining, Langer came up to me with a note of positivity and said, "Wait 7 days. That's how you'll determine if it's a bad haircut." So, graduating seniors, if things are not going your way and life is putting you up against the ropes, it's okay to wait it out. Wait 7 days. You will get that dove in a fortnight. Hashtag, the sun still shines. Hashtag, stay positive. You know, in my years, I always took Langer's advice to heart, so I'm going to take her advice that she gave in her speech to heart here, where she told us to go off script. So we're going to go off script here, Mrs. Langer. I think it's about time that Langer got the recognition she truly deserved. Not many high school students can say that their principal was at their football games, basketball games, softball games, art shows, or theater productions. We can all say that Mrs. Langer was there, cheering us on. In Mrs. Langer's years as principal, she wove a lot of baskets, that's for sure. She wove over 50 state championship titles. At Glacier alone, she wove this school to be the top AA school in Montana, and she got us the recognition of most memorable graduation. But she also wove greatness into each and every one of the staff and students under her direction. So, with that being said, Mrs. Langer, I would like you to come up on stage for a second here, if you could do that for me, please. Community members and students and staff, I'd like you to join me in giving a huge round of applause to Mrs. Langer as we present her her own stole of gratitude from the class of 2018. We read about the scientists, the writers, the athletes, but that was learning, not experience, not real practice. So as we leave these halls in this building, you'd be a fool not to take with you the advice our parents and educators have offered us. We don't start life, we continue it. Hopefully well armed to become experts and make our mark on history. From the first female president to the world champion of Fortnite, our futures await. So la-da-da-da-da, through these doors walk America's bright future. And as it is inscribed on the boulder outside of Glacier High School, I am the Lorax, I speak for the trees. And the trees say, roll the credits, my dudes. I wish you all the best of luck in all that you do with your lives. Hashtag we out, hashtag hell yeah GHS.
Thank you, Matt. Great advice as we walk out the doors one last time. We would like to welcome Ben Bridwell, Skylar Farms, Nick Hanna, Nathan Mayhack, Cade Nargang, Carter Paulin, Anna Schrady, and John Sorensen to the performers platform.
Some of Glacier's highest achieving musicians and students have come together to create their own band for this special occasion. This band comes complete with guitars, brass section, drums, and radiant vocals. Today, Ben Bridwell is lead vocalist. Ben has accomplished much through his musical career, such as earning himself a position on the All-Northwest Choir. In addition, he has received superior scores at the state and district festivals. Music has brought these seniors together, and we are excited to have them perform at the ceremony today. Please give it up for our musicians as they perform I Lived.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't fear the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, they're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. You fall in love and it hurts so bad. The only way you can go is give it all you have. And I hope that you don't suffer but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say you spend your days, but they all add up. And when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. I wish that I could witness all your joys, all your pain. But until my moment comes, I'll say I
performance. Good luck to all of you in the future. Glacier High School was built on two core beliefs, grit and gratitude. Hopefully, you have gained a sense from the long list of academic accomplishments that the class of 2018 persevered with steadfast grit. It seems fitting that our last collective act as the class of 2018 reflects gratitude. At the conclusion of the ceremony, our class will continue a centuries-old tradition known as the Stole of Gratitude by awarding stoles to the people who have made a difference in our lives.
To the class of 2018, these last 4 years have been unforgettable. To all of you who not only supported us through high school, but were here today to celebrate our futures, we thank you. Safe travels wherever your journey takes you. It has been our distinct pleasure and honor to preside over the graduation ceremony for the Glacier High School class of 2018. Now, for the moment we have all been waiting for.
Class of 2018, you are dismissed.